Hi English literature learners, are you preparing for PG TRB English exam or other competitive English literature examinations? Do you want to master English literature easily? Then this channel is for you. Today let's learn 20 MCQs on His Coy Mistress by Andrew Marvell, PG TRB syllabus la second unit English literature from 1601 to 1798 la first section on a poetry section la second poem இருக்கிறது தான் His Coy Mistress by Andrew Marvell. இந்த 20 MCQஸும் இந்த poem அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ணுறதுக்கு ரொம்ப ஹெல்ப்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கும். Let's dive into today's topic. Which logical framework best describes the three-part structure of His Coy Mistress? The syllogism. The poem follows a logical if, but, therefore structure. Thesis, if we had time. Antithesis, but we don't. And the synthesis, therefore let us act. Next question is, what is the primary literary function of the vegetable love conceit in the first stanza? Hyperbolic growth. Marvell uses this conceit to mark the slow, organic and exaggerated pace of traditional courtly love that requires infinite time. Next question is, the transition from the first to the second stanza is marked by a shift in tone. Which word signals this change? But. The word but introduces the antithesis, shifting the poem from a playful hypothetical eternity to the grim reality of approaching death. Next question is, what historical or religious event does Marvell use to denote the end of time in the first stanza? Conversion of the Jews. According to Christian tradition of the time, this event would happen just before the last judgment, representing the ultimate limit of time. Next question is, which phrase embodies the memento mori theme present in the second stanza? Deserts of vast eternity. This phrase creates a stark, chilling image of the afterlife as an empty, silent void, contrasting with the fertile love of the first stanza. Next question is, in the lines, thy beauty shall no more be found, or nor in thy marble vault shall sound my echoing song. What is the marble vault a metaphor for? The grave. The marble vault refers to the tomb, where the mistress' beauty and the poet's voice will eventually be buried and forgotten. Next question is, the image of time's winged chariot hurrying near is an example of which literary device? Personification. Marvell personifies time as a driver of a chariot, a classical image alluding to Helios or Chronos that emphasizes its speed and power. Next question is, which philosophical motif dominates the third stanza of the poem? Carpe diem. The now, therefore section is a classic seize of the day argument, urging immediate action because life is short. Next question is, why does Marvell use the phrase amorous birds of prey to describe the lovers in the final section? Aggressive passion. Moving away from passive vegetable love, this image suggests a fierce, active and consuming intensity that devours time. Next question is, the final couplet, thus though we cannot make our son or stand still, yet we will make him run, refers to which classical figure? Joshua. It alludes to the biblical story of Joshua commanding the sun to stand still. Marvell argues that since they cannot stop time, they will force it to race. Next question is, what is the significance of the humber and conges in the first stanza? Geographic distance. By placing himself at the humber, England, and her at the Ganges, India, Marvell uses spatial distance as a metaphor for the vast time he would spend waiting. Next question is Marvell's use of quaint honor. In the line, "and your quaint honor turned to dust," is an example of which rhetorical tone? Ironic, mocking. Marvell uses quaint to suggest that her sense of modesty is old-fashioned, trivial, and ultimately useless in the face of death. Next question is the phrase "tear or pleasures with rough strife" or "thorough the iron gates of life" suggest what about the poet's view of pleasure? Painful intensity. The verbs tear and strive along with iron gates suggest that pleasure is something that must be aggressively seized from a resistant reality. Next question is in what way does Marvell parody the blazoned tradition in the first stanza? Temporal exaggeration. He follows the blazoned pattern, praising body parts, but exaggerates the time required, 10 years for eyes, to show how impractical such praise is. Next question is which metaphysical poet is Marvell most often contrasted with due to his more balanced classical style? John Donne. While both are metaphysical poets, Donne is known for more jagged conversational rhythms, whereas Marvell often retains a smoother, more classical voice. Next question is what is the meter of His Coy Mistress? Iambic tetrameter. The poem is written in 4-beat iambic lines tetrameter, which provides the driving urgent pace suitable for the argument. Next question is the private place mentioned in the line "the graves are fine" and private place is an example of which device? Litordus. It is an ironic understatement. The grave is private only because it is a place of absolute isolation and non-existence. Next question is what does the dew on the skin represent in the final stanza? Youth and vitality. The morning dew and youthful hue symbolize the fleeting energetic present moment that they must use before it evaporates. Next question is the phrase "roll all our strength and all our sweetness up into one ball" likely alludes to which of the following? A boumander. Critics often suggest an allusion to a boumander, a bowl of perfumes, or a cannonball, symbolizing a concentrated essence of their being. Next question is ultimately His Coy Mistress is less a poem about love and more a poem about what? Time. Love is the occasion, but time, its power, its absence, and how to defeat it is the central subject and antagonist of the poem. I have given these 20 MCQs to understand this poem. If you want to master English literature easily, subscribe to this channel. If you like this video, like, share and subscribe and click the bell icon for notifications. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, stay tuned to this channel to expand your knowledge of English literature. In between ஒரு கொஸ்டினுக்கு ராங்காக ரீட் பண்ணியிருப்பேன். 100 years for ice தான் கரெக்டு, not 10 years. Thank you.